Hi, this is Todd, and I'm going to show you how to use these four boxes on the bottom line of the admin panel. Now, these are to send scheduled inspections to nominated users to tell individual inspectors that they must carry out an inspection of a particular asset at a particular time. So a lot more specific than the more general sending the checklists to all users. So going through these boxes, the assets need to be on the system. And it's possible to add a new asset very quickly and easily. Give it a name, select a group to which it's going to belong. That is not mandatory, by the way, hence the absence of the red asterisk there. And again, not mandatory, but if it's in a fixed location, it's worth putting that location address in there. That's a list of all of the existing assets. The assets can be put into groups. This is really for administrative purposes, just to make it easier to manage all of your assets. You can click on the new group and add or delete them from groups. And the final option in this box here is the deleted assets. When you delete them, they don't go away entirely, just in case you need to refer back to some historic assets and what happened to them. They're still on the system, but not active. In terms of the users, well, I'm going to refer you to the other video there because that's already covered in the quick use and head office video. So that shows you how to add users and what the user buttons do. Likewise with checklists, you can see from the same video how to create and manage the checklists. So I'm assuming for this purposes that the checklists and the users are already on the system. The relevant part then is the new inspection. So first of all, you choose an asset to be inspected. Then you give it a name. It's usually worth having a name which is consistent with the asset and having a checklist which is consistent with both as well, and then it all stacks up. So then we progress to the next stage, which is to schedule the inspection. We've given the inspection a name. You choose the dates between which the inspection is to be carried out. You choose the user who is going to carry out the inspection, and you choose the checklist that they are going to use, which is going to be used for that particular asset. And then submit. And that checklist with that inspection name to be done between those dates will go to that user. And it will appear on their app within the My Inspections button on the home page of the app. So it's a very specific instruction to carry out an inspection of a particular asset between fixed dates. Now, schedules and completed reports. For a new schedule, this just shortcuts it really. So assuming that the inspection already exists and you want to send the same inspection out for a second or subsequent time, you select the inspection name. So that's the one that we just created. So that can be called up. And again, same thing. You select the dates between which the inspection is going to happen, the user who's going to carry out the inspection, and the checklist that they're going to use to do it, and then send it. Completed reports. These are all of the incoming reports that have been carried out using the scheduler, and you can search them by completed or not yet done reports, ones that have been scheduled but haven't yet happened. And you can search by date, by inspection name or by asset name, etc. This tells you what the status is, and you can have a look at them through this button here. Again, the report recipients, these are the groups of people who are going to receive the inspections. And again, I've covered that in the other video, in the quick use and head office video. You can see how that works there. So the only other box that I need to tell you about right now is the actions box. Because there is a set schedule for each of these inspections, they need to be done between certain dates. If they are not done, you need to know. If the inspector fails to carry out their duty to inspect that asset at that time, you need to know that it hasn't been done. So this is a list of overdue inspections here, which you can then follow up, find out why it hasn't happened, and make sure that it is put right. Within the checklist, the inspector has a button that they can click on called Outstanding Actions. That's just to notify you that there is a need to take action on a particular point. I'll show you an example of that. So if you click on Outstanding Actions, have a look at the report, and then have a look at the checklist. You can see what the action is here and see the video related to it, and you're able to clear that as well. So once you have fixed that action, it can be removed from the system. So this is really just to make sure that you keep on top of everything. Make sure that the inspections are done and that any actions arising from those inspections are followed up thoroughly. It's just a sort of day-to-day reminder to keep on top of everything. So there you have it, a much more detailed and precise way to carry out inspections.